Cowboys and Lions.
Second team.
Oh, fuck. You got three. Mate, no wonder you got 3,000 teams.
Can't lose.
South Sydney marches on.
Hey, you guys watching? Are you guys watching that fucking cricket championships league? Those spazzos?
Yeah.
How funny is it? Hey, man, like seriously.
Who?
If I'd actually known that this was actually, we could have played for our country years ago.
The European Champions League.
How funny is it?
Now, look, Michael, stop having these delusions that you're going to play for your country. What is this?
Have you actually seen how spastic some of these guys are?
All right, so welcome everybody to episode 20 of this bunch of misfits here, namely Giuseppe there with his coffee and his strobing head.
I'm surprised he's not fucking eating something.
I was going to bring in a packet of chips.
Dude is there from St. George land, still doesn't know how to put his damn bloody phone the right way. And then last but certainly not least, taking 3 hours to get in, to log in by pressing the button, Mr. Strobing Lights, Northern Lights, whatever you want to call him, Babs, blue and black shirt.
Can I tell you, I was actually there about 1:45, and then I'm going, where are you guys? And everything's right. I never pressed enter. So I'm there, didn't even press enter to get an idiot.
I mean, that's why you go from that. Clearly, that's the connection there.
What do you do, huh?
Just for our international viewers, just to clarify, South Sydney smashed the Roosters and are through to the next round to play Cronulla Sharks. Manly are still backsides for the mess they made themselves. St. George, forget it. Giuseppe claims he goes for Cowboys after dumping Broncos and Collins and other teams. The reality is that South, look, I'm wearing the jacket. I was down at a cafe in Bronte, and I'm sitting down, I get a tap on the shoulder, and Sam Burgess go, "Oh, good game, hey." He didn't watch it live, he was up in Coffs Harbour. So, nice to have
he was watching his team get smashed.
Nah. You know, George, that cafe we went to, Huxton's. That's where he was.
Yeah.
That's where I was.
Okay.
He walked up there.
Hey, guess what? No one cares.
You know what? Plenty of people care.
Okay, let's hang on. Giuseppe, do you care?
No.
George, you don't care?
No.
Thank you.
Hey, Michael, you don't care?
I don't care. So that's 3 from 4 don't care, bro.
3 from 4 of how many thousands?
Yeah, but 75% here don't care, mate.
Yeah.
So, Will Bukowski was making a cover. He played well. He got 95 or something. Okay, let's get back to the fact that we've had a Australian World Cup squad selection occur. We've got Sri Lanka winning the bloody Asia Cup. How did that happen? I'm sorry, I still can't work that out.
Yeah.
India and Pakistan are minnows, mate, looks like.
Yeah.
Mal Hum says Pakistan and Australia should play a 5-match test series regular. I agree. Next ODI Cup. We'll talk about that, Sahan. There was an interview today which I posted with Glenn Maxwell, Hazelwood, and Stark. Now, overwhelmingly, Pat Cummins is the captain for the tests. We know that. And he may be an interim short form captain as well. But who do you guys reckon should be the next ODI captain of Australia? Now that Aaron Finch has said he's played his last match, and he probably will retire after the T20 World Cup as well. Who should be the next ODI captain of Australia?
Green.
Well, he's saying Cam Green.
Well,
maybe he should be vice captain in the interim.
Well,
who do you reckon should be captain?
He's not even in the squad.
I like Green, and I think he would be the next obvious choice. But for the short term, so that Green can learn the game a little bit more international level. Me personally, I reckon Maxwell.
I totally agree. I'd have Maxwell for sure. Arun Singh, who's up there somewhere in Queensland, he thinks the same. Okay, what about you? Deuces, what do you think? And don't pick Ben Hunt or something.
Green, don't get me wrong, Green is the next future captain. There's no doubt about that. But I don't think you need to throw him in the deep end just yet. I reckon leading up to the next World Cup, because Maxwell's going to play at the next World Cup. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. I suppose they're every 2 years, aren't they? So he's still only 34. So he'll probably still be there.
International cricketers video call me while I'm on there.
But what about a bit of a left field one? Acton Agar or even Zampa. He's played a lot of 2020 games, and he could.
I don't think you need. I don't think.
Who did you? Hang on. No, I'm live.
Zamba wouldn't be captain. I don't think. Surely not.
I know they're not quite captain material, but you're looking at that squad. Like if you had to pick someone from the squad that they've got, the T20 squad at the moment, you're struggling to find someone.
The T20 squad is for this World Cup. Aaron Finch is a captain, so there's no issue there.
No, but going forward, someone from that squad will have to be the next captain. And you would think it would be the same for the ODI. A lot of them go in and out.
Captain? Who's the vice captain?
Cummings.
Cummings is the vice captain. But has he been playing?
No.
No, he's not. They've rested him.
If Cummins is the vice captain, then he should be the captain.
Yeah, but he's got enough on his plate as it is.
Yeah, and I don't reckon he makes a good captain anyway.
Okay, so then then Cameron Green becomes captain, and what's the name's vice captain to help him get the job done down the track, or Maxwell's vice captain, whatever. But the captain only needs some guidance. Green's got to have a captain's brain, you would think, right? He just needs some guidance from a couple of senior players. It's only ODI. Anyone can captain ODI. Come on.
What are you doing? Making a few bloody bowling changes and that's it. Everyone knows where to field.
Hang on, you're playing for Australia, guys. It's not just a piece of cake.
Yeah, but Norm, you don't just rock up to the team and not know how to set a field, who to look, that's pretty simple. Most guys, even any of you guys could have captained on Saturday afternoon and done a reasonable job. You've got some idea about cricket, right? You look at the best players we've got there. Cameron Green should probably be captain. And then you just put, what's the name as some senior guy as vice captain, just to help him steer him around. Take that pressure off him. Yeah.
And if you listen to the video, Glenn Maxwell brings this topic up. He says, there's such a strong leadership group within the group of players that are there. Some have captain, but BBL, various other forms. He said they work as a group. The captain will fit in very nicely like a club.
Correct. They just feed off players, mate. You just feed off your players.
Varun versus hello, how am I? What do you think about Marnus Labuschagne? No way. Varun no way. Pakistan, Marnus has never captained any level of cricket, so we're not putting him in there.
No, that's not right. He did captain the state high 11.
The state high 11. What the hell has that got to do with this cricket, George?
Brisbane State High, mate. One of the best schools in Brisbane.
In Queensland.
It's like just like captain Brisbane State.
In Australia. It's one of the
Hang on, well, hey, you know what? Sledge all you want, Mr. Cockanick.
I'm not sledging, I'm just stating facts.
How many teams have you captained?
SCG 11.
No,
not that bullshit. How many teams do you actually captain?
You just turn up. Oh, yeah, you can be captain for today.
I've got a question here from Malham saying Pakistan fast bowling in Australia pitch will be better than UAE. You are right. Sponge is the best. Now, that's a big question. Steve Smith should never captain Australia again, nor should Dave Warner, period. Now, Malcolm
Yeah.
Conn writes these articles almost every day about Warner as captain. That's not going to happen.
Do you see he had a meeting with Cricket Australia to try and reverse their ban on him being in the leadership group?
Stuffing. Doesn't deserve it.
He should be lucky that he's still playing, mate, and just
that's
shut up
right.
and score runs.
Exactly.
Why? What? I don't get it.
What do you
You
mean,
guys
why?
No.
Did you see what happened in South Africa?
Giuseppe,
Have you
he
forgotten
did.
that?
well, we've had this conversation. No, you guys are.
I'm not going to budge on that.
You're a prick because you're on the bandwagon and you bash him left, right, and centre.
No, not
What bandwagon?
Not
I'm the bandwagon. I've great.
No, I reckon. Hey, I never said he can't. I said he can't. I never said he can't play, but I don't think he's probably the right captain. I don't think he's the right captain.
Yeah. Okay.
What's he ever captained anyway? Who's he ever captained?
He's captained his IPL team.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, but
not
he got
since
sacked
though,
from.
right?
He got sacked from them as captain. What are you talking?
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
guys might have been sacked him.
Like as a player, yeah, pick him. I'm not saying not as a player, not, but as a captain, I think he had his chance.
Yeah.
Look, realistically, he's beyond. Like, you're not going to give a 34-year-old the captaincy.
Too old.
In my opinion, that's absolutely wrong.
Well,
Anyway.
but you're saying to give it to Glenn Maxwell. He's 34 as well.
Yeah, but he is
No. But there's a difference. Maxwell is a player that still has another 3-4 years in his system.
Well, I don't know about that.
Your captain should be the first guy you pick, mate.
That's right.
So Sahan RV says Stark can play a year without injury. He'll be a good candidate. I don't agree. Charles Manji reckons that Maxwell, if he doesn't play, shouldn't be.
Mate, Maxwell doesn't need to score runs because he can bowl, he bats, and he's the best fielder in world-class cricket.
Yeah, what he does in the field makes up if he doesn't make any runs.
Yeah.
Well, that put too much pressure on Maxwell because he has had some mental health issues.
Maxwell?
Yeah, he took time off for mental health.
Did he?
Yeah, because he didn't like being called the Big Show. Now that no one calls him the Big Show anymore because he got scared.
Was that his name?
He's the small show.
Yeah, it's a small.
I didn't realize that.
No, Mike Anastasia's the small show, little small show.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Norman never lives it down that I had to drop him in a grand final.
Yeah. Would you stop talking about get and Michael, your head is get close to the screen for God's sake. We can barely see.
Right.
All right.
You whinge about Casares' bloody angle, my head.
Okay. We're going to come back to Australia's captaincy. We've decided on Maxwell with Cam Green coming through in the future. I agree with those selections. What about Sri Lanka? What the hell? How did Sri Lanka win this Asia Cup?
Well, all the rest of them are shit. That's why.
Oh, that's not true.
Well,
we were
We're not talking about your lawn bowls. We're talking about the Asia
right.
Cup.
Oh,
Just like Sri Lanka.
Congratulations. Hey,
Thank you, Michael.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
bro.
we better.
Well done,
Thank
mate.
you.
Thank you.
What was
Well
your team
done.
called?
Sorry?
it was penance.
What was your team called?
Dara Doggies.
Who? What?
The Dara Doggies.
Could you spell that, please? Must be a language barrier.
DARRA.
You're an idiot.
Dara.
DOGGIES.
Dara Doggies.
Yes.
Dara, which is a Vietnamese stronghold of food, is now lawn bowl champion.
Yeah.
No, just the Dara doggies are.
Dara Cement Co. We're called. Used to be the Cement Works Workers Club. They made it into a bowls club.
All right.
Are you any
I'm
good?
getting very excited about
Are you
it.
any good, George? Really?
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
It was Division 3, so that's not too bad. There's 7 divisions, so Div 3, so that's all right.
Is 7 the highest?
Seven
Or...
high.
No, 7's the lowest.
Just checking.
Thank you, Giuseppe.
You're welcome.
That's all
I
right.
needed you to clear that up.
God, yeah.
Do you,
Some people might be misunderstand it?
Do they call it the Trevor Chappell Cup? It might as well be because that's what he did.
Yeah.
No,
They call that
George,
in Sydney because that's where he was from.
so you have Div 1, Div 2, Div 3, and so on. So
Mhm.
Div 1 being the highest.
Yes.
After Div 1 is then obviously professional.
Sorry, what was that?
So
After Div 1?
is professional.
No. Well, there are a lot of the professional players play in Sydney because that's where all the money is, and a lot of them play down the Gold Coast because that's where you want to be. Because again, there's large clubs down there who'll pay them to play. So, not too many clubs in Brisbane will in the pennants, but when they play another competition called the Premier League, they will pay some players to come up and play. Yes.
So is your ambition to play Premier League?
No, not particularly. I'm just happy to just play. If they ask me to play Div 7, I'll play Div 7.
What made you do long bowls?
Well, it's something I can play for the next 20 years. It doesn't take a lot. There's not a lot of physical activity, a lot of walking, bending, but at the end of the day, you're not hitting people, you're not kicking people, you're not kicking balls or whatever. It's just you and your skill to get that bowl closest to the kitty, the little white ball. So, and whilst you can walk, you can play. So it's something that when I'm 70 or 80, I can still play. You can't play golf or squash or tennis or something like that where you need to run around a lot until you're 80. There's still a lot of people who play bowls are in their 90s and can still play. Not at a high level, but they're still out there playing. So you've always got that. And as you get older, you still need to be able to move and play and do something. And it's competitive, so it scratches that itch. You want to be competitive and play a competitive sport. So it's good.
Yeah,
all right, I'm not too sure if I can get that excited about it. Anyway, we're on a cricket channel, by the way.
Norm was never a sportsman, guy, so it doesn't really matter.
Norm, there are some good ex-cricketers that are playing bowls. Kepler Vessels plays. Kepler Vessels plays out there, and who's the other one who was a bloody what's his name? All-rounder in the 70s. He played a few tests.
70s?
For Australia. Yeah.
What?
Tall guy. Gary, what's his surname? Gary Cozier, yes. He plays lawn bowls as well. So
some of these, they're old, aren't they?
I tell you what, if Jeff Thompson bowled lawn bowls, he'd bounce the ball. He would make it rise off the bloody thing and go. Be quite scary.
Well, you're stupid. Yeah, you're just being stupid.
Stark has rested himself again. Yes, they've got that series in India. Australia going to India, and Stark's rested himself.
Well, why go there and bowl on bloody flat tracks where you're not going to get that in Australia? So what's the point?
Batting practice for no one.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why they're going there, but anyway.
Nah, neither do I.
Play it in Australia.
They've got no choice.
Yeah, I understand why they're going, but they shouldn't be going.
No.
They've locked something in that was bloody ridiculous. Just for who's showing those games anyway? Is it on KO, isn't it?
It'll be on something there.
Yeah, but anyway.
If they're showing these friggin' European Championships, you got to show Australia and India, surely.
Who's showing that? Oh, that'll be on Fox as well, won't it?
No, Europeans on KO, mate. I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, it's on Fox.
Ireland versus Spain. They played 10 overs, mate. 60 overs, it's all over. 64, it's all over. And they had to have a drink break after 10 minutes, after 5 overs, drink break.
Well, they're only playing short games, so it doesn't really matter.
They cancel drink break after 5 overs.
In the middle of winter.
Unbelievable.
Okay. So, some good news. We've just talked a bit about several things, but I think I mentioned earlier, Jana Tulshamona, who has been on my show, a regular, brought out 3 years from Bangladesh, has made the ACT side. She's playing against New South Wales tomorrow at Blacktown Oval. I'm very excited for her.
You going to watch it? You going down and watch her?
I'm going. Yeah, I'm going.
Do you leave the eastern suburbs there?
Not to go anywhere else but a cricket match, of course. But,
Right.
Okay, so Maxwell, Dave Warner. Now, Maxwell's my choice. Mitch Marsh, under-9 World Cup winning captain. That's a good point. That's a very good
but that
point.
was a very long time
He's
ago.
always injured.
What?
He's always injured.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's still currently injured.
Yeah, that's right. That's why he's not going.
Okay, just quickly, we'll talk a bit about the World Cup in a minute, but I think the fact that Travis said, forget Travis said, Australia playing India.
Why? Why do we have
So,
to forget Travis said?
Well, he's not. Okay. What's the prediction of the upcoming India-Australia series? I don't think it really matters, does it, too much?
No.
You want to go in and have some confidence, but it doesn't matter if they lose.
But it'll be India. India should win that.
You would think so.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
Now, we've had these. The Australian squad. Do you know what the Australian squad is? Have you put that to your memory?
Yes.
Oh, seen it. Yeah.
Do you want me to refresh your memories?
Yeah, and there's no real surprises, right? Is there?
Okay. No. Finch, captain. Cummings, vice captain. Agar, Tim David, Josh Hazelwood, Josh Inglis, Mitch Marsh, Glenn Maxwell, Kane Richardson, Steve Smith, Mitchell Stark, Marcus Stoinis, Matt Wade, David Warner, Adam Zampa. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting squad.
Okay,
I can't see them winning. I cannot see them winning.
Why?
I just don't think we've got enough firepower up front with Aaron Finch. We're going to be 1 for 5 going into every bloody innings.
Oh, that's going to be embarrassing if he gets to the World Cup and he can't score runs and he's gone. Like, he's retired from ADI.
Because he can't get he can't make runs in an ODI where you've got 50 overs to bat. How's he going to bloody bat when he's only got 20 overs to bat?
Yeah,
and
was the important part of all of that.
I don't know why he's going to the T20 World. He should have retired from both formats and moved on.
Yeah, he should be gone. He's just waiting for his last pay packet, and that's it. Like,
well,
I don't think.
Here's a question, though. If he fails 1 or 2 games, will he get dropped from that T20 side?
Do you know Marnus Labuschagne is in Sydney with Neil DaCosta? Neil DaCosta, the coach. He's been given some private sessions with Neil DaCosta. I just saw a video. Oh, well.
And did you know that David Warner was at the game on Sunday, Roosters South?
Was he?
Yeah.
And
he's a Roosters supporter. His wife's a South supporter.
No, he's a South supporter.
No, he's a Roosters supporter.
No, he's South. No,
you know that I was barracking for the Roosters?
He was a South. He's a South supporter.
She's a Roosters supporter, isn't she?
No,
isn't that what? But didn't Sonny Bill Williams was playing for the Roosters?
Yeah.
You think she might be rooting for Sonny Bill Williams' team? Boom, boom.
Souths, Roosters, same shit. They're both next door to each other. Kick them out of the comp.
Manly, you've got nothing to stand. You've got no leg to stand on. Manly as shit. They're gone. Out. See you later.
That's all right. I'm going for the AFL Swannies now. Go the Swannies.
Realistically,
hey, what about you guys last week? I said Brisbane, no chance.
There you go. Hey, I heard a stat today. Every time there's been a change of royalty from King, I think it was King George VI when he became king, and when Queen Elizabeth became Queen, Geelong won the AFL.
Oh,
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
You shouldn't have told me that.
Wow.
Oh, fuck.
Every 70 years they win, do they, or what?
No, but it's yes, Norm. Every 70 years they win. But every time there's been a change of king or queen, Geelong have won.
Well, that'll be interesting because I'll tell you what, the Lions, I thought absolutely, well, not that they annihilated them, but they put Melbourne to the sword for a little bit.
Yeah, second half.
Yeah.
But they've never won at the MCG for 14 years or something.
Yeah, it's been a long time. So I'm pretty excited them playing Geelong. I reckon it'll be a good contest.
Be good, but there's a little stat for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Bet wisely.
Did like that stat, man.
And I reckon Collingwood will beat the Swans.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for you. Look, just for you.
Yeah, Collingwood will beat the Swans.
Hey,
Can we get back to cricket for a minute, please? Thoughts on the new World Cup squad?
Collingwood.
What about the World Cup squad of India? Have you had a look at that?
Have I? No.
No, I haven't. And doesn't really. I don't think they'll win the World Cup.
You don't care because you should care.
No, I didn't say I don't care.
India's got no chance winning the World Cup, mate.
Yeah, that's what I think. I don't think they'll win the World Cup.
Why is that?
Don't like them.
Okay, let's have a look at those.
I don't care if you like that, what they wear.
No, I don't think. I think they were disappointing in the Asian Cup.
That's true.
I just think maybe India's turning from dominant to not.
Let's go through this. Let's go through their squad. They got Sharma as captain, Rahul as their vice captain, Kohli, Yadav, Huda, Pant, Kartik, Pandya, Ashwin, Chahal, Patel, Bumrah, Kumar, Patel, and Singh.
So where would Pant bat?
Four.
Would you bat him early and open him?
I would.
You probably open the Pant, yeah.
But didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Their squad's pretty strong. It's whether or not again they can get off to a good start without bouncy pitches.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
I think Kohli's in the same boat as Finch, mate. Both lucky to be in this World Cup.
Well, at least he made a century the other day.
I know he scored, but he hasn't done much, right?
No, that's his first one in 1,000 days or something. So yeah, but still,
71 in total though.
Yeah, I know, but no one's knocking him. But you go on current form, mate. You just can't talk about someone who scored runs 2 years ago.
Or 10 years ago.
Bradman scored a lot of runs too at 100, but that's all in the past.
Well, it is because he's
dead.
Kohli scored 129 in his last match. So what are you talking about?
Well, you're only as good as
all of a sudden now he's in form, but he couldn't score a peanut the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay, but he scored 122 in his last match. So
but that was against Afghanistan in a nothing match.
Don't knock Afghanistan, George.
I'm saying it was a nothing match because there was nothing because they both couldn't make it, so there was no pressure on. So he scored runs in a nothing match.
Just so you know, Norman, we actually were the kiss of death for Afghanistan. When that guy came on, they haven't won a game since.
I think
Norm, it's your fault.
That's three games. 3 or 4 they've lost since we
started. Wearing green.
I think it's 4.
4. You better ring him and apologise, Norm.
That was the
way of winning a tournament.
They're playing in UAE, and I'm not there holding their bat up for them. Beg your pardon.
Well, maybe you should.
Anyhow.
Ridiculous. Anyway. How could I believe in the words of a Manly supporter, a St George supporter, and God knows what Giuseppe goes for?
I was your fearless leader once, remember?
A fearless. Yeah.
What you have to remember is you're only as good as your last innings. So, look, Kohli's really good because he's only just scored 100 odd runs. My last innings, I think I scored it was 100 not out, so I'm going pretty good. What about you? What about you?
What about? Hey, you got enough room in that fucking room of yours for that?
Yeah,
head?
big room, mate.
How many years ago was that, Giuseppe? How many years ago was that?
Doesn't matter. You're only as good as your last innings.
11 years ago. 11 years ago.
12.
I mean, 12.
Is that how long it was? Is that how long
Yeah,
it was?
12.
Cameron Green wasn't born yet. Jesus. Okay, Barnacle Rajapaksa. And I tell you, is Sri Lanka a chance of winning the World Cup here in Australia?
No.
There's always a chance.
No.
But
No
I highly
way.
doubt it.
No.
They're not even in the group stage. They've got to get through the.
Gora 86 reckons Sri Lanka will play India in the World Cup final this time.
Normie boy.
Normie boy.
Wow.
If Sri Lanka make the World Cup final, I'm doing a new running carry on.
You are well, you can say.
You're doing a lot of nudie runs.
Yeah.
So Sarge Munja also reckons Sri Lanka will. Australia will go out from the group stage. Goran 86 has got some fighting words there.
It's only
Australia versus England, Pakistan versus England, Australia versus. How many? What are you picking, Russell? Are you picking 3 teams? What is this?
Oh well, he's hedging his bets.
Mate, how good
He's
is
on a
India?
double.
How good is India versus Pakistan going to be? That's going to be phenomenal. That game.
At the MCG. Wow, that'll be huge.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, they'll get Indians, millions of them in Melbourne, and I'm sure, I don't know, there'll be a few Pakistanis there, but India will pack it out.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll.
It's already sold out.
Already sold out, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's Victoria's big for Indians, mate, heaps.
Yeah, there's plenty.
So
There's
Indians
enough to go around.
Sanju Samson, Ravi Bishnoi are excluded from the World Cup squad. I heard that.
Do you reckon they should be in the side?
Ravi Bishnoi is a good spinner.
Who would you drop though? I think you've got to be either a leg spinner in Australia or a left armour. You got to be. The off spinner's not the same in Australia.
Is Bishnoi a leg spinner? I think Bishnoi's a leg spinner.
If he's a leg spinner, yeah, good.
Yeah. Okay, Australia will win it. We'll go if they got Himanshu wants Tim David on the side. Will Tim David play for Australia in this World Cup? Will he actually start?
No way.
Oh, he'll get a run somewhere along the line. They can't not.
Where's he going to play? Where's he going to bat?
He'll bat maybe first drop. No, you got to bring him in early. You can't fucking have him 6th drop. It's a waste. He'll come in that first drop. They'll play him against, I don't know,
One of the qualifiers.
Yeah.
Samoa.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Probably against Germany, yeah, easy win.
Oh.
They're not playing Germany. Are they coming to the World Cup?
No, they're not coming to the World Cup. I'm just trying to look for where the Bangladesh squad's been announced. There was some veteran fast bowler that didn't get a Guernsey. Interesting. Smith, ODI captain Razul? No, I don't think so. Strong Afghan might upset some of the teams. I still reckon Afghanistan is going to be a bit of a worry in the World Cup. Don't worry.
Oh, I'm not saying Sri Lanka's not going to do good. I just don't think they're going to win it. I don't think they've got the batting power in Australia to do it.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I think they'll struggle with our bigger grounds.
Yeah.
Well, they got to get through Namibia, UAE, and Netherlands first, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, they should do that, you'd think, right?
Yeah.
Sharjah is coming back for the World Cup. He's a good bat.
Yeah. I think there's still a lot of time for injuries and form that might be an issue. There's still a couple of months, and I know they're all having their practice matches.
Isn't it here in 1 month? Next month?
October 22nd starts.
Because I looked at a game in. There's a game
October 16th. I suppose it's only a month away. 16th of October is the first games.
You won't get tickets now, will you? Impossible.
Yeah.
Apparently, no. Apparently, for some of the not the India versus Pakistan match, but a lot of the other matches, they're struggling with ticket sales.
What
Actually,
about us? No Australia games, right?
You can go see Sri Lanka and Namibia at Geelong.
Because
Plenty of tickets left there.
I was going to go to Perth in October, and I was thinking there's a game there, but I think it'd be sold out. Australia versus someone.
Australia play England there, don't they?
Yeah, I think it's going to be sold out for sure.
trust me. Some of the games like South Africa versus West Indies or whatever, those games are not full. The stadium's quite empty, actually.
And those games would actually be good games.
Yeah. If Ben McDermott plays this summer, Australia should have made 351. And Marchie loves Ben McDermott, that's for sure. Okay.
Mate, England, Ireland are none for 30 after 1.3 overs.
What?
And Spain beat them.
Against?
Spain. So Spain beat them yesterday by about 13 runs, but they're chasing 89 and they're 1 for 30 off 1.3.
Who's that? England?
No, Ireland. And every player, the average age of the Ireland side is 19.
Yeah, right.
Where's that?
It's on KO, Foxtel.
Yeah, but that's
beat. KO, come on. It's like Mayo, KO. No,
but it's the what is it? It's the Champions League, isn't it?
Yeah.
European Cricket Championships.
Yeah, none for 36. Oh, fuck, another one. None for 40 off 2 overs, man.
I've got them as none for 47 of 2.4.
Okay, so you're a bit further in front, yeah. This is meant to be live, mate. Malacca live.
So Josh Philippe and Cameron Green.
Oh, I had the thing, eh?
SS98 reckons Stark avoids playing against India. Interesting.
No, he doesn't want to hurt himself against the shitter batting sides, mate.
New Zealand never win against Australia. It's partly true. New Zealand.
Yeah, don't they struggle? Don't New Zealand struggle in Australia? They can't beat us, can they?
No.
None for 51.
Sam Hislop, Alex Carey's a really good white ball captain. Nah.
What are you laughing at?
None for 51 off 2 overs.
What are you watching, KO? Mate, last night Spain beat Ireland, right? And now they're getting pumped. They've got a couple of this left arm bowler is not too bad. The bald guy, he's reasonably sharp. But he's gone. Look at that. Look at that.
What's sharp? What's sharp
Through
to you?
cover.
What's sharp? What have been sharp? Is it a knife or is it the way he bowls? Or
No, as in he's got some pace, but he's just been pumped over cover before. None for 51 after 2.5 overs.
I've been a sense of that.
We should have played this. We could have played, I don't know, for the Italian/Greek side or something.
We could have been awesome.
Okay, so Ralph Jensen says go the Pies. Sharjah Martin, India will get through the semis.
Mate, Italy's in Group D.
Yeah, they won't play for a week or two, will they?
Yeah, there's Germany, Norway, Romania, and Switzerland in their group.
Ah, Germany, they're easy. They'll be easy. There's an easy win.
Why are you watching?
We're talking cricket now. Someone's shooting.
Oh, you think you'd have it on silent?
I mean, really, what a fantastic side of Rabbitohs are. Come on. Incredible.
You see one of the bowlers from Ireland bowled 2 overs, got 5 wickets, 8 runs.
Okay. Finish punting or punt. If you had to pick one of those 2 guys, who would you pick?
Pant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Pant's a freak, mate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree.
He's the Gilchrist of India, mate. The Gilchrist of India.
I mean, this is probably the best statement. Arun Singh says, T20 cricket is quite unpredictable. Good teams on proper are never good going to win there.
Sri Lanka was prime example. Who would have thought Sri Lanka going to win that tournament?
No
No.
one.
No.
Especially after India and Afghanistan were the top teams going into that next stage as well. So, yeah.
There was no way.
Yeah, I mean, South Africa, no, they're not going to. They're the shit.
Nah.
They got beat by England.
They can't. How bad is their batting at times, South Africa?
Oh.
Yeah.
Akash Hawks says hello to me and not anyone else. Series is also domination. Most of the European countries have massive South Asian players. That's true.
Yeah, it's true. Everyone is either Indian, Pakistani.
Pakistani.
A lot of there's a couple of white, like the island sides all, because unless they play cricket a lot, but there's not many sides that are their own nationality. I think when the Italians play, there won't be one fair income Italian there, guaranteed.
There'll be no fettuccine or ravioli.
Ah.
I mean, what is a fair income Italian? What is a fair income Italian?
Me.
Yeah, that's it. Giuseppe and me.
Pizza eaters.
Hey, Norm, can I just say, mate, I'm a first generation Australian Italian.
What's that got to do with the price?
Well, you asked. I'm fair income.
I love how he folds his arms.
That's right.
Buckle data.
It says I'm serious.
What's the group's views on India not winning a single big multinational ICC tournament over a decade? Ooh, that's pretty heavy words.
Well, it's true. It shows that they're chokers.
Haven't they won a big tournament? Haven't they won nothing in 20 years, really? In 10 years, really?
No, in 10.
Yeah. A decade, Michael, it's 10 years, not 20, just like
No, but haven't they won, really?
No.
They won the World Cup in 2012.
Didn't they win the cricket test match series?
Yeah, they won a World Cup.
You're talking, they're chokers.
Sam Isler, did you watch the AFL a little bit?
How good are the Lions? Do you want me to sing their song?
All right.
I know it off by heart. No. Stop embarrassing yourself. It goes, we are the pride of Brisbane town. We went blue and gold. Hey, we will always fight for victory. Brilliant bears of old. All for one and one for all. We'll answer to the call. Go the Lions. Brisbane Lions.
That's the Turkish national.
You'll hear
the Turkish national anthem.
Fuck.
Yes, it is. It's the French national anthem, yes.
Turkish.
The tune is. Not the song, just the tune.
They've got a headache.
So they ripped it off someone else. They've got no original bones in their body.
Oh, mate. They're fucking the same for every bloody club.
I've got a headache listening to that fucking
shit. Yeah, do you think that's their music?
Did they make that up? Did they?
Well, we've sung it 21 times after grand final wins. I'll tell you that much. What will happen if champagne pack, all the champagne packers are winning the World Cup? They'll be drunken by someone. India won 2007 Walters. And
they actually won the 2013 champion, so it's been 9 years since they won something.
It depends. When in 2013 did they win?
It's still in 2022, so it's still only 9 years.
And to say that was when they were at probably their most powerful. They're very, very strong at that stage.
No, if you go 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 9.5 years, bro, it's going to come up to 10. Done.
Did you believe that 21? He went 2022. Country out.
I was trying to be funny. I was trying to be funny. Fucking.
Oh, God.
Mate, this game's going to be all over in 5 overs, mate. None for 73 after 4.2.
Yeah, they're killing it.
Bowling figures.
It'll go good for their economy, right? Their net run,
Norman Kokonik is bowling. None for 320 off 2 overs.
No. I saw the scoreboard at the Singalese Sports Club, SSC, and George Pasaris, none for 400 off 70 overs. I remember seeing that.
70 overs?
I
70
can't
overs.
imagine bowling 10 overs, let alone 70.
No overs.
You know what? Do you guys watch this? No guy's actually got a defensive shot, mate.
No,
Well,
It's
yeah,
all
only playing
count
10
corner.
overs.
it's European cricket.
Mate,
Why
have
are
you
you watching
seen some of
Why are you watching European cricket? when we're
have you
talking
seen some of
about
these have you seen some of these bowlers like not Koch, another guy, bang, you would have opened the bowling, Norm.
Go play for Germany, Norm.
I did play for Germany, thank you very much. Back
Well,
in
you
90.
should go back and you'd probably
Go
play,
back.
mate.
You can be captain.
You could still play now.
They need 3 runs.
You're
from
so
off 32
freaking
balls.
funny, all of you, you bloody Italians and Greeks.
I wish I knew this was on. I would have played.
Cricketer. I'm waiting for Salford's Ahmed England press conference. Okay. Damasa, why are
Another
you laughing?
6.
Oh, Jesus.
This guy's just gone 6, 6, 6. See you later. Game over. Jesus Christ, mate.
Okay, back to the World Cup. It's very, very close. George, you said Australia's not going to win?
I don't think they'll win. Home nations never won it. And I think that'll continue. Ever. T20, no, the home nations never won. We went through this last week.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Well, a week is a long time. We forget things.
For you, yes.
I'll tell you, I reckon Australia, Pakistan, and my roughie is Afghanistan, but they won't really make it. They'll just be my little favourites. See how they go.
Yeah, your roughy's your bloody beer. That's what's rough. Okay. Best batsman in the world right now. Okay. Let's hear it. George is the best batsman in the world right now.
Best test batsman. Who's playing any test matches? But I
England,
suppose
Australia.
England's played.
England's playing.
That's a good one because maybe even though he didn't play in the last one, but you'd have to think Bairstow's up there at the moment, even though he broke his leg. But before that, he had a good year. Bairstow or Root, I would say.
Ben Stokes as an all-rounder.
We're talking best batsman.
It says
I asked
batsman.
another question.
Batsman, Norman, not all rounder. Get it right.
All right, who do you think?
Actually, I just thought Doofus had a smart comment for a change. He went fucking Banster, mate. I never even thought about that, but he killed it in the Test series.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He
did.
Like every time England were dead, he did something, and he won them the Test.
Yeah. But even Joe Root did the same. Like he once he denounced his captaincy, he started playing a lot more, scoring a lot more runs.
There hasn't been much Test match cricket though, from memory. I can't remember much happening.
No, not a lot. We're all getting geared for the T20, aren't they?
Yeah.
Had the Asia Cup. So, yeah, not much at all.
Azam right up there. Baba Azam certainly is up there. Do you think Australia will ever become a republic? So what would they name Queensland? Are you going to be called Kingsland now?
No, it'd be President Land.
Hey, did England name their World Cup side?
No, I don't think so.
Not sure.
Because it'll be interesting to see who the bowlers they could bring over. I think their batters are. No, didn't you say the batters are done? Because what's his name got picked? The guy that Alex Hale got picked, didn't he?
That's right.
Yeah, hold on.
He's in the squad.
Because Jason Roy
replaced Johnny Bairstow. That's right.
Yeah, because I think, and I'll really think about who I think. I think England's got to be a darkie to win the World Cup.
Their squad is Butler's captain, Moen Ali. Bairstow's out. He's been, but Harry Brook, Sam Curran, Chris Jordan, Liam Livingstone, David Milan, Adil Rashid, Phil Salt, Ben Stokes, Reece Topley, David Willey, Chris Wokes, and Mark Wood.
That's
The only thing I'd question is their bowling good enough. I think their batting's pretty shit, right?
Yeah, now that
Ben Stokes is in it, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, their
Who's
biggest
captain?
question.
Ben Stokes? No, Butler's captain, right?
Yeah.
Squad.
That's a pretty
Stokes
good
is in
side,
the
right?
squad. Butler's the captain.
That's a pretty good side, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think you're right, Michael, for once. Because people are going senseless.
It'd be probably unlucky that Banstow's not in that side because that'd be fucking. Imagine trying to get a batting spot in that side.
Yeah.
Sharjah Majid asked who's the best ODI fastball in the world. On his day, Bumrah probably is. But
Yeah, Bumrah.
I reckon Hazelwood's not too bad. He did a good job in the last series.
Mitchell
Rabada.
Stark.
I think that makes
Stark's
Hazelwood
for
so
10
good.
overs.
You know, it was funny though. You know, I thought every game in the ODI against New Zealand, Australia were in trouble, right? Nearly 3 games, and the batting was pretty shit. And all of a sudden, they'd find some runs. But then when the Kiwis came to bat, they were hopeless.
Yeah, they threw their wickets away.
Like at least their bowling was pretty good, New Zealand's, but their batting was terrible.
Yeah.
Well, currently Trent Bolt's the number 1 ranked ODI bowler.
Or you can see
Hazelwood's second, Rahman for Afghanistan's third, Bumrah's fourth, Shaheen Afridi is fifth, Nabi Afghanistan. But yeah, they've been playing a fair bit of cricket at the moment. But yeah, and Babar Azam's ranked number 1 batsman ODIs.
Is that a fair call?
Yeah.
Probably at the moment.
well,
And,
we don't have any batsmen scoring any runs, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's it. The best Australian's Warner, and he's at number 8, and Smith's at number 10.
Yeah. I don't know. Is it just me, or do you think
Probably.
that Smith has changed ever since he got hit in England?
Change what?
He's not the same batsman.
They probably took a bit out of him, but maybe he hasn't scored those runs that he was scoring before that, I guess. So that is a fair call.
George, read what Arun Singh's has written up on the screen.
I woke up yesterday watching an older version of Brett Lee bowling to Dilshan. Then I realised there's another league happening in parallel universe. What the fuck?
Legends tournament going on.
Is there?
Yeah. Tendulkar's playing. Brett Lee, Shane Watson.
Where
How come no one
Where
knows
are they
about
playing
that?
that at?
They're playing in India. Legends.
Why don't they do some advertising or some shit so you know what's going on?
They have advertised it. They have been advertised.
In India.
That's all I need to worry about, I guess.
Yeah, that's it.
For me, best new bowler is Trent Bolt. Okay, Sam, isn't it?
Yeah, I tend to agree.
Hey, I got a question for you. The World Cup in Australia, does it matter if you bat first or bat second?
I reckon you bat second.
I'd say first.
Oh, yeah, no, actually, yeah, first.
It was night batting. It was day night.
Because, I reckon you have to bowl. If it's in at night, you have to bowl second.
Most of the games, day games, night games, a mixture. Is the final day-night game or what? Do we know? I guess we do.
I say it's a night game.
Say it is.
Because you see the 3 games that they played in Cairns, all 3 games were different.
That's what I was saying to you. But that's why I was trying to say it. Like, I'm thinking, is it going to matter? Because it's not going to be in the heart of summer. We're talking October, mate. It's not going to be hot like
I reckon
January.
you'll find that a lot of it will be washed out.
Yeah.
Late
Well,
October.
why did they do it? Why did they do it in October for? What happened to do it in the middle of January when it's fair income? Everyone's on holidays.
Well, that would suit Australia, but not the major audiences of India. So that's the problem.
Yeah, well, but you're right. It could rain.
Yeah, I reckon.
The finals on at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock Melbourne time.
Yeah, so it will be darker when they start.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you lose 2 weeks in the power play, teams have lost 90% of games in the T20s. Okay, so that's a stat.
Good stat.
No, that's what I was saying last week. If your openers don't get off to a good start, you tend to lose.
Yeah.
That's true.
The toss is a big factor in T20.
Yeah, but hang on. When you say good start, right? 4 overs. None for 20 is good, or 2 for 40 is good.
None for 30 would be better.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Though. Like,
but
George, he said different numbers. Stop throwing a third number.
But I'm saying that after 5 overs, after your power play, is it 5 overs for the
I think it's 4, isn't it? 4.
4, okay. 4. You want to be at least, you'd be looking at, your ideal would be somewhere around none for 32.
Yeah, okay, so I'm trying to say, is it better to have 40-odd runs and be 2 down, or be none for 25 after 4 overs?
I'd say none.
I guess it depends on how deep your batting goes.
How deep is your love? How deep?
And it depends on which team you're playing as well.
Yeah.
Like if you're 2 for 40 odd against Namibia, then no, it's not very good. You shouldn't be losing any wickets.
That is
I probably should captain Namibia. That sounds like my team. Oh,
yeah, you take that team. Namibia bat like you too, mate. You take that team.
I think you should go for the Netherlands.
There you go. Power play 6 overs, not 4.
Ryan Campbell's the coach there. I know.
You do that, Norm. You do that. Norman
Fitz is a good tosser in the World Cup. Yeah, and so is Michael. He's a good tosser, but not to do with Cree. He's just a good tosser.
Finch just retired.
Mate, I say it again. If Finch plays the first 2 games and he friggin' doesn't score runs, he will get dropped in the World Cup, and that will be embarrassing for the selectors.
No, he won't.
Mate,
Finch is going to stay there. He won a World Cup, for God's sake.
So if he goes out to bat and scores 0 game 1, 0 game 2, he's going to play game 3, is he?
Yep.
Well, first game's against New Zealand, so he's probably not going to make any runs there.
So he's going to have to face Trent Bolt and Saudi.
Yeah. And then the second game's against the winner of the Group A, which is, I don't know who that's going to be. So if he doesn't make runs in that second game, then he's in trouble.
What's what I'm saying?
He'll have no confidence.
He's going to have no confidence now.
I know.
You've heard it. You've heard it here on the gig, guys. 14:09, 2022 at 9:03. He gets 2 fucking ducks. He's not playing for game 3.
Well, he shouldn't be playing.
Who's going to be the next captain, though?
Well,
who cares?
Batters everywhere.
Cummings is there as vice captain. He can finish off the bloody T20.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So the question is, Sam, has Australia win the series against New Zealand because of bowling, not because of batting? Fair enough.
No, mate. No way. Mate, if Carey Davis never scored runs, Australia don't score enough runs. If Smith doesn't score enough runs, Australia doesn't. I'm saying the bowlers did well, but if the batsman didn't score 190, it wouldn't have mattered what the bowlers did. So you're wrong, bro.
So would you take an economical bowler in the T20s or a bowler that leaks runs and picks up wickets? Good question.
Yeah.
George?
Wickets. If he's taken 3 or 4 wickets, then he's done his job. Then it's up to the rest of them to if you take those wickets, then it puts pressure on the back end batsman. Who, yeah, I think wickets.
Yeah, I'd take the wickets because you're encouraging the batsman to play risky shots.
Hey, you know what? That's probably a good question. Like wickets in T20, but probably economic bowler in ODIs.
It's almost like T20 is almost like playing indoor cricket.
What's indoor cricket got to do with it?
But fucking hell, have you ever played indoor cricket?
No, he wouldn't have played
I've
that.
played a lot of indoor cricket. Thank you very much.
He wouldn't have played very well though. He would.
But it's indoor cricket. Wickets are valuable because obviously they
lose runs.
You lose runs.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm like. You want to take as many wickets as possible, and you have to
lose
try and
runs.
make ones.
Take wickets in true cricket.
What's that?
You don't lose runs if you're playing a true game of cricket and take wickets.
No, you don't. But yeah.
What he's trying to say is, it's only 120 balls. If you lose wickets, it takes a batsman. You haven't got time to settle in as a batsman. In ODI cricket, you've got a bit of time to play a couple of dot balls and whatever. In T20, you haven't got time, mate. Before you know it, the game's over.
Yeah.
So you want to keep some wickets. So wickets are very, very important in T20. Kabish?
Yeah, those teams that are only 2 for 150 off 15 overs, or 2 for 130 or something like that, with 4 overs to go, they're the team that make 200. If you're 5 for 120 at that same time, you're not making those runs, are you?
No, that's right. That's right.
So why is Cam Green not a part of this T20 squad?
Good question. Very good question. George,
he played very well just recently. I know it was ODIs, but he still played very well.
I don't understand it. He's one of our better players at the moment. He's in good form with a bat and he bowls well. He took a lot of wickets. I don't know.
He's our
George
future.
Bailey. Yes.
He's our future. That guy's our future, Cameron Green, you would think, right?
You look at the ages of all the bloody Australian team, and they're all in their late 20s, early 30s. Cam Green should be there. Like, why are we taking younger players to this competition?
Don't know.
Why? Because the squad won the last World Cup? Who cares? Let's move on.
Yeah.
That was only 12 months ago. It was less than 12. Okay. All right. Zampa and Green are key players for Australia's World Cup. Well, Zampa's in the squad, but Green's simply not on the squad, which is amazing.
Mm.
Would you take a batting score of 20 off 7 or 40 off 35? Oh, God, what's the strange call? I don't know, Sean.
Would you take a batting score 20 off 7 or 40 off
35?
No, you take 20 off 7.
20 off 7, mate. 20 off 7,
yeah. So, Australia's, New Zealand. And look, but what we're describing tonight, it looks like England are in with a better chance. England versus Australia, with perhaps India and Pakistan, the other 2 of the 4 teams.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like batting between and over 7 to 15 is the deciding factors. It's going to be really the whole 20 overs is.
You don't have time in 20 cricket, do you? Like over 1 to over 20 just as important, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. There's no time, is there? You just got to go out there and do the best you can.
It's actually one, like most of us didn't play much T20. Remember we went to Sri Lanka? That was my first taste of T20. And it was interesting when I first played, like the Sri Lankans, like the way that they bowled to certain batsmen. Like I remember one day there was one Sri Lankan and he had gully, point, deep cover or deep point cover, and he was bowling outside off stump. You know what I mean? It's my first taste of, and I was going, what the hell am I going to try to do here? And if I'd thought about it, not playing, not understanding the game, there was things, you know, you play the reverse sweep or you play different shots. But it looks like, I know, I was actually the first time ever I'm going, how do I score runs against this guy who's pitching the ball outside off stump, not wide, but I couldn't put it through that area.
It looks like England have got, a couple of things, just quickly. What's his name? Matthew Hayden's helping Pakistan. And it looks as though Hussey and Michael Hussey and David Staker are appointed to England World Cup coaching staff. Oh, Jesus.
Hussey to do that? Why would Hussey want to do that?
He gets paid money.
Yeah, I know, but Jesus.
Well, because Australia didn't ask him, that's why.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And we're pretty good for that too. We like not asking our better players or players that actually understand the game to be involved.
Not there.
Well, there you go.
Who's Ronald McDonald got on his staff anyway?
It's pretty good though.
I'll ask you a question. Would you rather have Ronald McDonald in your side or Hussey as your coach?
Hussey.
Like it's a given. But we go and choose someone else who's not even got the credentials the other bloke.
Did you say Ronald McDonald or Andrew McDonald?
Yeah. Andrew McDonald, Ronald McDonald. Same thing.
They're one and the same.
Yeah.
Ronald
French
McDonald,
fries.
Andrew McDonald. It doesn't
French
matter. It's all
fries,
McDonald's.
Big
You've
Mac.
never seen them in the same room together.
Ashwin Karthik's joined us. He's ordered some pizza.
I hope it's
no pineapple.
Anchovies and olives.
Yeah.
I'm going to Uber Eats. I'm going to order some.
What are you going to order?
What are you ordering? Anyway, it'll be Australia, Sam Heslett.
Okay.
Well,
read the question now. Just answer it. Read the question now.
Well, who'll win it says Norman. Who will win?
Yeah, but, sorry, can't you read it out?
20 World Cup between Australia and New Zealand.
But he asked Norman.
I got a question for you. Norman, do you ever cook your own dinner?
Norman, when was the last time you cooked a home meal?
Ask him, does he know where the kitchen is?
Marcus
He knows where the kitchen is.
Who is Munchie is actually travelling to, where is he? He's travelling somewhere. Can you see it? He's travelling to Quintana Roo and Playa del Carmen. I don't know where that is.
What the hell?
Spain.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going. No, it's actually it's in the Caribbean.
Oh.
Playa del Carmen, Quintana Roo is actually in Mexico.
Close. Spain, Mexico, all the same.
I don't think Spain's Mexico, you goose. It's nowhere near it.
Yeah, one's Europe, one's freaking America. Come on.
They both speak Spanish.
So that's what. So what? They speak German in bloody Namibia. So is that Germany then?
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah, I'd go with that.
Open some Domino's pizzas. I understand.
You know your mate Wilper Posky?
Yeah.
He scored 193 today. Not out.
Yeah, then it'll hit his head and he'll be out for another 2 years with some head injury.
Wow. You should watch the ball more closely then.
He's got more head injuries than Sam Burgess has. It's terrible.
That is actually.
Yeah, I don't understand how you can miss the cricket ball so many times.
I have to agree.
Yeah, that's right. You think, yeah. I never got hit in the head.
No, I'm like,
That's surprising.
I know.
You're such a bloody big head.
I got hit once or twice, but nothing.
Yeah, I've got a piece of willow in my hand, so I use it.
Exactly. Like, I don't understand at that level. Back in the old days, I know a couple of guys got hit, but you see them get hit all the time
Not
now.
many. Yeah. More people are getting hit now that they got helmets than before they had helmets.
Yeah.
But do you think though because of the fact that players now are a little bit more risky in their shots because they got a lid?
Mate, I'm talking about even just test match cricket, mate. You see guys playing a simple pull shot or a hook shot get hit. Like back in the old days, you couldn't just play a pull shot and a hook shot and get hit because it would go straight through your teeth, mate.
Yeah. That's
Your technique was a lot better back then.
I think it was heaps better.
Better techniques.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Yeah.
Like I think T20, yeah, that's all different game how they play that reverse sweep and over your head friggin' stuff. That's different. But
All right.
Norman,
What are
what are you actually ordering? What are you ordering, Norman?
What am I ordering?
Let me guess. Indian for sure.
No, I'm ordering Thai.
Thai, okay. What are you having? What meal?
A Thai green chicken curry.
Yeah.
Nice rice, some spring rolls, and a Coke.
Okay.
Who's coming over for dinner?
I'm not telling you. I might have.
Hey, where's your son? Does your son live with you?
No, he's got a new girlfriend. He's shacked up with her for a while. I don't know what's going on.
What do you mean you don't know what's going on? Have you
You
not
I
heard
don't know
about
exactly what's going on. But
birds and the bees, mate? That's what's going on.
But he
They're doing a bit of,
was he at home with you though?
I don't want to be a grandfather yet.
Why
I am.
not?
Play
I'm a
with fire,
grandfather.
you get burnt.
Michael, you're a grandfather, aren't you?
It's the best part of my life, mate. I had the grandkids here before. It's so
Grandpa.
different.
No,
Wow.
it's nonno.
Yeah, it's Nonno. It is. They call me Nonno.
Yeah, it's not grandpa.
I'd call you Nong Nong, more like it.
No.
I think Steve Smith should be given back his captaincy. Had his share of punishment. Bullshit, rubbish.
No,
He can play, but he can't be captain.
No,
that's
I'm
right.
afraid he's lost his. You're playing for your country. If you stuff up, that's it. You not no second chances. The most important job you can ever get is to be captain of your country, and you go and get sandpaper involved. What the?
No, there's stuffing up and there's stuffing up. What he did was bad, stupid.
Monumental stuff.
If he
You
had done
can't
something
say
else,
that.
yeah, that wasn't.
You know what? I disagree with you.
Why?
Yeah, but-
Why would you disagree with this? Why?
Because I find, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, we as Australian sports public supporters, we are the biggest hypocrites that there is to walk this earth. All right?
And,
When
yeah.
teams are we're so far up their ass, it's not funny. Okay?
Who's us?
We're losing and we can't throw more shit at them than possible. All right? The whole scenario in South Africa was an absolute joke. Okay? And the Australian Cricket Board have a lot to answer for, and so do the ICC. When you got here in Australia, we don't allow our crowds to be racist, abusive, and we've got to sit prim and proper, and you can't throw flares, and you can't do this, and you can't say that, and you can't do anything. Okay, over in South Africa, or you go to India, you go England, not so much, but in those countries, what did they do to David Warner? He copped that much stick while he was batting or playing for his country, with all the shit that was going on.
What is it? Does it give
Because
the
they're
right?
saying something over the fence doesn't mean it stops you from batting or
Yeah.
making a bad decision.
No.
Look at Latrell
Come
Mitchell.
on. No, that's bullshit, Giuseppe.
Nah, rubbish. Rubbish.
When I was playing football, I didn't care what was being said on the sideline. As if. And if I did, I'd wait for the ball to come across and I'd kick it straight at him.
But you can't do that as a player because you get reprimanded now.
Also, you use sandpaper instead. What are you talking about?
Hang on. Okay, all right. Yeah, they cheated. Big deal. They cheated. South
So
Africa
that's
never
it.
cheated.
Play for your
India
country.
never
Be
cheated.
captain for your
Sri
country.
Lanka have never cheated. New Zealand have never cheated. England have
They've
never
all
cheated.
done it. Yes.
They've all cheated, but yet we had to condemn them. We made them 2 years you couldn't play because such a big shame upon our nation. Hansi Cronje took money, all right? Took money
Killed himself in
to
a plane.
lose games, and he got, what, a 2-match ban. You know, you're all hypocrites. You carry on like it's the God's gift. No.
If we're
They
hypocrites,
made a
that means we're
mistake.
doing
Have
something
you ever
illegal.
made a mistake, Norm, in your life? Have you ever made a mistake that you've regretted?
Never.
Never, ever.
Oh,
Well, there
you got
go.
married
You're
once.
perfect. You know
Yeah.
what? At the end of the day, they made a mistake. They apologise for it. They've suffered for it. Move on.
Oh, fuck. I'm choking you.
You know, I think.
Okay. Everyone, listen to me. Stop the other three. Bunch of idiots. Fairnickham. Idiots. Manly. George. Broncos supporters.
Look,
Idiots.
I sort of agree with Giuseppe, but I'm not saying the guys can't play. I just don't think they can be captains, that's all. And I think the 2-year ban was harsh. That was pretty.
No one talked about not playing. I just talked about captaincy.
Yeah, only the captain piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're talking on the fact that of what they've done in the past.
Well, what else can you do in the future?
Nah, yeah, they've served their time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
it's just a bad.
So what if the prime
Well,
minister, does something wrong, we get rid of him? Does he come back in 3 years' time because his time's done?
Well,
No.
America's going to bring Trump back in at the next
Well,
election.
What has Donald Trump got to do with cricket?
What's the prime minister got to do with cricket? The same shit. Here we go.
Michael, say something intelligent, would you, for one?
Oh, I agree with Giuseppe, and I don't agree. I agree that 2 years was way over the top. And Hansi Cronje, the other stupid Kiwi guy that Vincent, what's his name? Vincent from fucking.
Vincent.
There's a lot of guys that done a lot of things worse than the Australians. We did stick them under the bus. When you say that the Australians do cop it here too when the Barmy Army come, they're probably the worst, mate. But they make it a bit more jovial. You know, you go overseas and Warner did cop it. They called him a pig. What did they call him? Some pig name or some whatever they called him from the stands.
His wife slept with Sonny the Williams. That's what they said.
Like, you know, you would have thought that the captain of South Africa would have said to the crowd or said something, you know, we're here to play cricket. We stepped the line. We should have done that. But they didn't say nothing either.
But that's got no reason to say, okay, you're sledging me. I'm going to go and get sandpaper.
No, he shouldn't have. He shouldn't have cheated.
But Norm, but it's not only that one incident. There's a whole heap of things that happen that then lead players to make certain decisions. Is what I'm saying. Yeah, they made a mistake. The way it was handled, yes, was wrong. The way it all fell apart. Look, they got to a certain point in Australian cricket where it was really, really bad. The 4 guys were the 3 players that were heavily involved. Okay, and then for the Australian players to then turn around and go, well, I didn't know what was happening, like Cummins and Stark and all that. It's a load of shit because everyone knows what's going on in the dressing room.
Mate,
you can't say that you don't know.
Mate, if the bowlers didn't know what was going on, I'm a monkey's uncle, mate.
Exactly right. All right, so they let them fall, and instead of them all taking responsibility, and look, and to a point, I think Smith was at fault because when they fronted the media and then they asked the questions, he turned to Bancroft and said, Bancroft, you answer it. Instead of him going, I'm the captain, it's my decision, my responsibility, I take the fall. He did wrong there. But there was a whole heap of things. And look, I'm not condoning what they did. Yeah, they cheated. It's been and gone. I don't think he should be the captain now because I think he's too old. I think we need to move towards the future.
Mate, you wait. You wait till Steve Smith or someone retires. There'll be a book about what actually happened.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You know, and the thing is that we lost 2 years of 2 quality players that could
1
have made
year,
a big
2 years.
Yeah,
well,
1 year.
1 year. Well, whatever, 1 year.
You
The
don't
same
like-
as we did, but the same as we did with Shane Warne. We lost 12 months of Shane Warne that, you know, we'll never get back. And, you know, now.
Yeah, but if you're a drug cheat, you're a drug cheat.
Oh,
He
Oh,
took
he
a
wasn't really-
diuretic, for God's
He
sake.
wasn't
We
really
know-
drunk.
I take
They
diuretics.
know the processes. They know what they should be taking and what they shouldn't be taking. In regards to Giuseppe, what you're saying, correct. But if you're, they shouldn't be using sandpaper just because you're being abused or whatever. You know what's right from wrong, and that's why they shouldn't be capped in the captaincy anymore, because under pressure they took the wrong decisions. And as a captain, as a leader, you should be able to make the right decisions under the most hardest conditions. So that's why they shouldn't be captains. That's it. They shouldn't be captains. Full stop.
I don't disagree with you, George. There's no doubt about that. I think there was a whole heap of things that culminated into them taking
Yeah, but
that.
if under pressure you're not taking the right decisions, well, you're not a captain.
No, and to be fair, at that point in time, Australian cricket was probably at its
It's
lowest.
not ugly.
So, look,
But still, you got to make right decisions.
yeah, there's no doubt about that. Look, everyone, has made a decision that they regret. Okay, and at that point in time, that's what they felt that they needed to do. Right or wrong, right? I'm not condoning what they've done.
Yeah.
But, I'm not in there.
Be captain again.
Guys, you guys have played under captains. Did any of your captains ever let you down under the
Yeah, there was
harsh
one Italian guy.
conditions, or was there anyone particular captain that actually stood above the others? Do you know anyone?
Yeah,
Like
but
that or not?
that Italian guy had
Some bloke underbowled me.
all bat.
So anyway, look,
Gave his pencil.
it's done. So, there's nothing you can do about it now. But
No, that's right.
yeah.
But
And
they shouldn't be in the captaincy
So
roles.
forget Smith and Warner. Who's going to be the next short form captain? Maxwell, I reckon.
Green. Should be Green.
Green. Okay.
I reckon Green, and then Maxwell should be vice captain, mate.
Yeah, I think the other way around. But yeah, I think those two people need to be involved.
I think Green should be in the squad. Why they haven't got him in the squad is just, it just doesn't make sense to me. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, Aaron Finch goes, he's in the squad.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you notice
my
that
views on Aaron Finch is like your views on Ted.
Do you know no one's made any comments about our discussion?
Marnus Darwan says Maxwell captain any day. And Aaron Finch is a mate of his, and he's probably going to recommend him, I reckon.
Yeah, look.
I don't know. I don't think he's got the mentality to be a captain. I think a good vice captain, because he's got lots of good ideas and he's played the game a lot, and I think he'd make a great vice captain, Maxwell. I don't think he's got the captaincy. Like, being a captain's a lot more than just the game day. It's got all the other bits and pieces.
Hasn't he?
And I don't think he's got that.
Captain IPL sides, right?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think he has, is he? Not a regular captain.
I'm sure he's done it.
He's highly regarded in that role.
Mate, he's such a smart cricketer, mate. Like,
oh yeah, that's right.
And like, you look at his fielding. Like, there's no way that to catch some of the balls he catches, you've got to be a smart cricketer to.
You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of a Jonty Rhodes.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing before I said that. Jonty Rhodes.
No one clutched that.
No.
Yeah, more a Jonty Rhodes.
Yeah, Norm. That's for you.
Jonty Rhodes, Gus Logie, Norman Kochek. They're all the three.
Hey, what's
Just
this?
blows
Norm,
up
what's
the
this
cup.
called? Norm, what's this?
A pen.
What's it good for?
Up your ass. That's what it's good.
Well, the good thing about that one there, Mick, is that it's multicolored. So
Yes.
when you're scoring, it allows. So you only need just the one.
Yeah, Giuseppe, can you let Norman answer that, please? Why, Norman, what does it multicolored mean?
One, because put a big circle around your ass when you're sticking up your ass.
I never understood what the colours mean anyhow. What do the colours mean anyhow, normally?
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know if your ass was on fire.
Stupid bloody! I don't think I scored ever in my life, mate. I can't even count any.
You're just jealous. You're just bloody jealous because I have taken quiz on the SCG.
You got to admit though, how hard was scoring sometimes.
You,
how bad was scoring?
George, would you help me here? Could you give me some support?
George, I remember George used to score good too.
I like scoring because it just kept me involved.
Yeah,
I just couldn't think of anything worse. Scoring and square leg.
I couldn't even count properly. Every time I had the book for a couple of overs, I'd stuff it up. I was bad at it.
That's good.
I remember getting 6 for 13 at Cannonball. 6 for 13. I got.
Is that what you wrote?
Who was the captain then?
Oh well, I got 6 for 13.
I wouldn't have bowled you that long.
Because you're jealous. That's the only reason why.
Cambervale, 6 for 13. That's a shit ground.
I've got the ball to prove it. That's the numbers written on the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can go and buy a kookaburra.
Hey,
I've got a ball that says 7 for 14.
I've got a ball that says 8 for 1.
They're just jealous. Don't listen to them. Anyone who supports some Manly, St George, other thing, have to have rocks in their head. Except Dave wanted to be captain again. Oh,
hey, are you guys on that Brisbane Saints Facebook page?
Yeah.
I don't know anyone there. Everyone there, I don't know anyone there anymore.
Well, we played for 10 years. That's why.
Yeah, I know, but
Doug's still there.
He's playing the over 40s comp, I think.
Do they still keep records and stats and shit?
Oh, not as much as when
I went to all that expense to get those bloody honour boards up there.
Are they still up there?
Yeah, but the club hasn't got them back yet. They've got nothing. Is that right, George?
I don't know. No idea.
Because they're not out of what's names anymore, eh? St.
Brendan's.
No. Plus, that guy would have got flooded in the last floods as well.
Yeah.
So,
can we get someone to find out where those honour boards? That was a lot of expense. Then we should bloody well have them somewhere.
Well, wasn't our names on there or something?
Of course, their name's wrong. What are you talking about? Many times.
I only saw it. Harry took me once to see it.
It shouldn't really matter because you're not really involved anymore. So,
well, you want to make sure you should be able to visit the place and have a look whether they're up or not.
You should be able to. I don't disagree with you there.
George, can't you make a trip then have a look what's going on?
Where to?
St. Brendan's club if they're on the walls.
Sure.
Do you reckon if I post my name, Mike Anastasia, they know who I am? Brisbane Saints, or not really?
No, we forgot.
Oh, somebody would.
I forgot. Well, can you please, George, have a look and take a photo just to get? It'd be nice to know whether they're still up there. And I mean, really.
Where were they? Were they upstairs or downstairs?
They're upstairs. Harry knows where they are. Harry would know. Wasn't
Harry would know?
Because Harry showed me once when I went over there. He said, "Oh, look at all this." I was there with, this is years ago now.
Well, it's not something you put in the corner and throw away, is it? So it's not. Well, they're worth a bit of money.
Depends who runs it. Yeah, I've got no idea, I guess.
Well, can you find just please?
Why don't you post a message on Facebook then, Norm, and ask them?
But George, you can just they don't go to the club anymore. Those guys, they're working out someone else. They haven't got a clue. I don't think.
But they would know you as a Mr. Presidential of years ago, or not really?
They're pretty ignorant, but they don't seem to. All they know is the only person who acknowledges us is Doug.
Is who?
Even the Trotters aren't involved, mate.
Yeah, the Trotters aren't involved anymore.
Well, we won a premiership and we hold some records, don't we?
Are you trying to get back to that 240, whatever?
No, I'm just saying, just in general, we won a premiership.
Yeah, we did. We certainly did. George, can you?
I won 2 premierships.
I was going to say, I think I'd won 2.
Yeah.
I won 2.
George,
when was your first one?
All right.
When was your first one?
One's with you, and then one after you left.
After I left.
Yes.
Okay.
After I finished playing, and I kept playing, I won another one.
Oh, is that when your son played?
I'd left town.
Yeah.
My order's here. I got to hang on.
Yeah. Fine. Someone take over with some idea, please.
Thank God he's gone.
Like,
Bloody
you
hell.
ever know anyone who talks so much bullshit? No idea.
He does nothing all day. Surely he could make a few phone calls to some Brendan's rugby league club and ask them if there's anything up there. But yeah.
Hey, George, just go and have a look, will you, George? Just go down there, George.
I go past there every day.
Just send him a message, will you? No, George.
Yeah, you got Facebook. Just send him a message on Facebook, guys. Reach out as a president or someone ever. What's his name? Cockanick or something.
Useless.
Just the way he said us laugh, I'm going, really?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I want to be a smart ass. They probably burnt him.
Well, because of all the floods and everything, they've probably moved or a whole heap of shit. It's probably just sitting somewhere. Someone's throwing them out thinking, who the hell are these guys?
Yeah.
Like, really? It's been 10 years or something, so...
Because I wonder like if they have a clubhouse or anything to operate out of anymore.
They do something because I've seen them meet. They meet somewhere.
Yeah, they've got at White's Hill is where they play out of now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So don't they use
No, I don't think so.
No more. Okay.
No, they haven't for a while. They use White's Hill Cricket Club, and there was a junior club there that they've sort of got a lot of players out of and use their stuff. So
where have they moved to? What area?
White's Hill.
So it's
where's
near
White's Hill? Near where?
Just behind Cooperoo.
Cooperoo. Okay.
Yeah. So you know Newnham Road. That runs parallel with Old Cleveland Road.
I remember Old Cleveland Road. Yeah.
It used to be White's Hill used to be a dump anyway, and it's.
But they play touch football there and everything. There's a big
soccer club there. Holland Park Hawks are there.
Is there a shopping centre? Is there a big shopping centre near?
Not really.
Not really. Okay.
No, it's near a high school.
Yeah, Camp Hill, White's Hill High School.
Because that's where the touch football centre is.
Yeah.
They got like 4 or 5 grades, I think now. Five grades, maybe.
Yeah, they got something.
4, I think. 4. They've got an over 40s, Div C4, C1, and a triple C or whatever.
No, they've got an A3 or something, or an A1s.
Yeah, that's a triple C, whatever they call it. I don't know what they call it, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Where'd that Malacca go? What is he swimming in the food?
He's feeding his fat face.
No seriousness. Does he ever cook for himself? Every time we have a fringo, he's got takeaway.
Yeah, of course. He doesn't even know where the bloody kitchen is.
You wouldn't even imagine that. You wouldn't know where the toaster is.
Yeah, that's right. No. Yeah. Good luck. Does he work?
No.
Who knows what he does?
Gut. That's all he works on.
What?
How old is he?
He's your age.
Oh shit, I'm 50. Where you going? Fuck, he's older than me. Look at him.
He'd be
Who,
close
me?
to 60.
Me.
Look at him. He looks
Oh,
70.
my.
What do you got, Norm?
Chicken
Half
curry.
past 9 at night, and you're eating.
Put it in
dinner.
your mouth.
Do we have to see your big fat mouth open and close?
So what did you say? How old am I? I'm old enough.
Someone said 100.
Old enough
Oh,
not
yeah.
to know how to cook.
I'm
For
50,
himself.
mate. 50.
Huh?
Are
50
you-
what?
Just 50.
Just 50.
I just turned 50 in April.
I'm 58.
Are you really? Yeah. Wow.
Hard life, eh?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Wow. What is this? Wow? How old are you, Giuseppe?
How old do I look?
He's the youngest. He's the youngest. 44,
Yeah.
44, 45 maybe?
Yeah, fucking nailed it on the head. 45.
Yeah. You're always a young one. That's why we sent you in the fucking deep to chase the ball.
And I was playing equal to you guys. See,
And
when
then
you're 58, Michael,
Doofus,
you're in a wheelchair.
you must be 54, 50,
55.
55, okay. And Harry must be 1 year younger, maybe?
Yeah, he's 54.
Yeah, okay. Because that's why we had to keep you guys close to the ball because you couldn't run too far.
Yeah, you used to set a first slip. I don't know.
Mate, because that's smart. Giuseppe,
Where is Harry tonight?
I don't know, mate. Now, you know what he told me? I texted him today. We were talking about shit. I think he's hurt his shoulder. Have you heard anything about that? I'm going to ring him later tomorrow.
I spoke to him the other day, and he's 54 in an 84-year-old's body.
Yeah, but
Is what he is.
his knee's been fixed up, so his knee's good now. He can run. He can move.
His
But
back's fucked though.
His back's fucked, okay. Because he said to me today, my shoulder's playing up, but his back must be playing up too.
Yeah. Right. He's got to give working away.
Yeah, but he had an operation on his back a few years ago, I remember.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So he rang me today. I haven't called him. I've got to call him tomorrow.
So
why is he not coming on the show?
I asked him last week why didn't he come on. He said he fell asleep.
I knew he would.
For God's sake, couldn't anybody alarm clock for him?
He starts early.
I texted him yesterday, and I texted him 4 times, and he ignored me for about 3 days. Then I texted him yesterday, "Hey, dickhead, what are you doing?" And he goes, "Sorry, man, I'm sore shoulder or sore fucking whatever. My mind's not ready."
You have to hold the phone up. You put it on something. You have to hold the phone up.
Oh, who knows what he was? I go, Malaka, I thought you were dead. Because normally he texts me straight away or, half an hour later.
Yeah.
But I
So
go, bro, I texted you 3 times.
you only turned 50, Michael. You're only 50.
Yeah.
Your grandfather already.
Yeah. I play my grandkids, mate. We go to footy, sport, everything, mate. I'm a fucking athletic grandfather.
Are they going to play cricket?
Oh, I don't know, mate. Problem with cricket these days is, I know I loved it, but 8 hours, 6 hours on a weekend, it takes a lot of time, doesn't it, of your life up.
Yeah, especially
It's like
when
it's a
you're
lot.
50.
Ashwin Karthik said that he saw Giuseppe's brother in Darwin.
Probably.
Oh.
How would he
What
know
was he
your
doing?
brother in Darwin?
Well, I got a mate that lives in Mareeba that his daughter's in Darwin, so he'd go and visit her because she's 7.
Your brother looks like you a lot, though.
My brother.
Yeah, he's got your.
He's got hair.
Yeah, I know, but you look at their heads, and they look the same. Like fuck, they're brothers.
Yeah,
Well,
we
that's
are.
not- What's his first name, Giuseppe?
My brother.
Yeah.
Mario.
What else?
Well, what do you think? He's Greek or something? He's Italian, mate. Giuseppe Mario. Like, if it's not that, it's Luigi. Seriously.
And that was my dad's name.
See?
What's your real name, Michael? Are you
No, I'm always.
Sponzo or something?
I've always been Michael. But my grandfather was Danilo.
De
Danilo.
Niro.
Yeah,
Mm.
Danilo. So Danilo.
Yep.
And my father's side was Michael. That's where I got my name from. And my brother got
I'm
Danny.
named after one of my uncles.
Yeah. But
I am.
no one's I know has ever been called Danilo. I wouldn't know anyone else that I know is called Danilo. That's a real wog name.
Yeah.
Robert
Yeah.
De Niro.
Yeah.
No, Danilo. Not De Niro, Danilo.
So
Danilo.
correct.
There's
And,
been a
and
few soccer
Australia,
players called Danilo.
yeah, that's the only ones you would know. But
Yeah.
my brother was called Danny for short.
Yeah. Oh, so he's got the name.
Yeah. I got
Yeah,
my
cool.
other grandfather, and my brother got my other grandfather, the other. So you know how it was, you normally go father, grandfather. That's how our names came.
So when were you called Dickhead? Where did that come out? When did that come from?
Oh, probably when I met you, dickheads.
Hey, how you going, Ashwin? Big shout out. How you going? And I don't understand what you mean, Sam, when you say, did you see Liam Walker?
Who's Liam Walker?
Yeah, can you please elaborate on that?
Another
What's
loser.
that?
Now, guys, you got to say congratulations to South. Come on.
What for?
What for?
What for? They haven't done anything yet. They've won one game of football.
Well, they've gone further than you guys.
Yeah, but they're not going to go much further.
My team's still playing, mate. My team's still playing tomorrow. This weekend.
What?
Swans, they're playing.
Yeah, my team's playing too, Lions.
Hey, guess what? We lost our semi-final and our final.
Oh,
We
did
went
you?
bang, straight out.
Rugby.
2 games.
Oh, yeah.
I've retired from coaching. I'm done now.
It's a pretty stressful gig, eh?
Yeah, man. It's stressful. And then so much time of my life, mate. Every Tuesday and Thursday since January, and then it's from 10 o'clock Saturday morning till 6 o'clock Saturday night, mate.
Yeah, I was the same when I was coaching first grade here. Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then if we were playing on a Sunday, we would have a run on a Friday night. And then it's all the phone calls, all the counselling,
Fuck. They're like, mate, I felt like I was this is my 3rd year now. I felt like this year, because this year had a really good side. And we should have won. We should be playing the grand final in 2 weeks, but we're not. But I got to work. I've got to do this. My daughter's sick. My kids are sick. Trying to pick players' names and shit. Oh, I can't train Tuesday. I can train Thursday. Fuck, mate. Like, I'm a heavy, mate.
Are you committed or you not?
I love the way you guys are distracted from talking about your team, which are going nowhere. Really, I mean, what happened to George?
Sorry, what happened to who?
George.
Yeah, they're watching. Just like you, your team will be watching next week.
You know, the difference between St. George and South is St. George are already preparing for next year. South are going to start on Monday.
That's it.
I don't understand that logic. Your team didn't make the semi-finals. Mine did.
Yeah, but
played 2 games. That's it.
Yeah, you'll be lucky to be 2. Your referee loved you on the weekend too. The referee was all about, mate. You couldn't keep any more Rooster players off the field, mate. At one stage, they're going to play touch footy 7 against 7 at one stage.
How Burgess didn't get sent off is beyond me.
Players twice.
Yeah, I don't know how he didn't.
How can we be the ones that were advantaged by that?
And you know what's funny? Burgess did that high tackle. The guy's knocked out cold, right? He gets off, never comes back, and he gets in for the next tackle, which wasn't even anywhere near his head, really.
Yeah,
mate, the NRL's, they're going to stuff the game, mate, these idiots.
They already have. The NRL is not. And did you see that there's an uproar because of the fact that the AFL got a big TV rights deal with Foxtel and Channel 7?
Yeah.
How good is AFL to watch, though? Let's be serious. Come on. You watch the
AFL
AFL.
AFL's better live
You know what?
Yeah,
I
better
love
live
it.
than watching on a TV.
Yeah.
on TV.
But on TV, it's still good, and the ref and the officiating is so much better in the AFL.
Oh,
Well,
Sounds like
But you don't hear, George, like week in, week out, about how a referee changed a game in AFL like you do with rugby league.
it's you do if you go onto their socials and that sort of stuff. You have just as many blokes complaining about the refs as you do in NRL, but the thing is, I suppose with AFL, they don't send people off. They never have. So it's always
But
been a
what do they do?
reporting
If you
system.
coat hanger someone, what happens to you? Just get reported.
Yeah, just get reported. It's just like you could shoot someone and just get reported, so to speak. Like you can't get sent off in that game.
No.
Like, but that's the difference, I guess. They're always 18 on 18, whereas in NRL you send someone off for good reasons, and then you lose that spectacle, I guess.
but it's not even good reasons, man. Like that South Sydney winger hardly hit the guy in the head, right? And the guy goes and spends 10 minutes in the bin. Seriously?
Yeah, but they're trying to get that out of the game, and you understand.
Did you see? Yeah, but did you see Sully, the fullback? He was warned by the NRL, do not raise your knees. He runs it up, takes it up, raises the knees, and the referee in the sideline says, shit, mate.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so inconsistent.
Yeah, I didn't see any of the game. I was playing a grand final.
Oh, mate, I would rather. It wasn't really worth.
South won't be playing a grand final this year, no.
It wasn't really worth watching, Doofus. It was really two crappy teams on the eastern suburbs of Sydney.
From three people who have got shit sides that aren't in the semi-finals.
Hey, Doofus and Giuseppe, one side eastern suburbs, one side's in the heart of Oxford Street and stuff, mate. You wouldn't waste your time pissing on them if they were there on fire. Mate, it won't matter, mate.
One doesn't even have a leagues club.
Yeah. There's one for you.
That's how good they are. They don't even have a leagues club.
The most pathetic conversation I've ever heard. Won premierships. Us. None of you come close.
Just because there was two teams playing, of course you're going to win premierships.
And hey, Newtown's not here anymore, and North's not here either. Yeah. That's why you won. There was 3 teams playing on some bullshit.
Yeah, who are the oldest teams in the competition? South and Roosters. And they're the teams that have won the most competitions because they're the only 2 teams that played.
Makes sense, mate. You're so smart, Giuseppe. You Doofus.
Played in the 1930s. He scored runs, therefore he was shit. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, that's not what I said at all. They travelled to England.
The truth is, South are clearly better than you.
South suck, yeah.
Anyway, all right.
Can you say their name again for me?
We've got an hour and 48 minutes now, guys.
Oh, yeah.
My wife wants me.
So we're going to have, hopefully, more and more information next week about the World Cup. We'll have more interesting topics to talk about. I'll bring someone on to one of the female people that I've had the luxury to sort of talk today. We know Jana Tushimon is playing for the ACT tomorrow.
You're not bringing any of the ones that coming on that you've had coitus with.
That's a pretty big deal. I mean, women's cricket in Australia is so strong.
Did you just say coitus? I heard that for a long time.
What? We're sitting here next week with Spouse. You're just jealous.
Malaka, no one says Qantas anymore.
just don't listen, guys. You realise the Rabbitohs thing. Out, Sean. 21
Come on, Michael.
All right.
Fuck, bro.
Enough of
Qantas.
this.
Haven't heard that for a long time.
What?
Hey,
What?
nice to see everyone.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
See you all next
Take
week.
care. Our viewers are going to
Hey.
happily say,
I'm not here next week, guys, by the way.
we're going on a cruise again, or the gay cruise?
No, I've got an operation next Wednesday.
Oh, you're having a production or enlargement?
I'm getting my thing cut a bit shorter.
Because it's dragging
Your
on.
brain's full enough as it is.
Getting that bottle of Coca-Cola out of your ass.
Is that why you got a sore shoulder? Because you keep
I like
flipping
Pepsi,
over?
by the way. Anyhow,
Typical Italian.
good night.
All right, guys.
All right,
Bye.
guys.
See you
Bye.
later.
Bye.
Bye.